Hi, this is Marion Mehrer, the Renegade Lifestyle Marketer, and I'm coming to you live from Seattle, Washington today. And I want to shoot you a video on the importance of having Facebook friends when building a home business. So why is having Facebook friends that important? Well, let's go over to my Facebook page here. So first thing I'd like to show you is I have 3,237 friends. Now I'd like you to pause this video and actually go and look how many friends you have, because you really want to know that number. It's very, very important. Okay, so as you can imagine, the more friends I have, the more people that are going to see my post. So let's go first of all to click on this little icon here to the right of home. It looks like a little padlock. And you want to check also who can see my stuff. So it says who can see my future posts. And I have it to public. And the reason I have it to public is because I'm building a business online and I want as many people to see what I'm posting as possible. So if you're really serious about your business, then you want to click on public. And I'll let you go through all the settings yourself. And so whether I'm posting value, content, which is a lot of value, and you always want to share your knowledge with people. People love that. There's also news that I post. Check out this exciting email I got from LinkedIn actually it was last Friday. Marion, congratulations, you have one of the top 5% most viewed LinkedIn profiles for 2012. Now, I was kind of blown away by that, but surprised. But anyway, it's pretty cool to share that, right? Okay, so then the other thing is people love to hear when you have success in your business, or if your team has success, always use other people's stories if you haven't yet created your own. And it's very, very powerful. So here I shared, I can't believe it, I made $2,500 while moving and away from my computer, and it can't get better than that. Oh, and by the way, I went over the $30,000 mark with my business. Now that's pretty cool, and people love to hear that stuff. First, I didn't even want to post that kind of information because I thought it was, it was bragging, and I don't have an ego whatsoever. But it's really what people really want to know, that other people are having success. So you can imagine that when I post something like that, and I have over 3,000 friends, there's a chance that more people, a lot of people are going to see it versus when I have, had 500 friends. So you can imagine. Okay, so going back over here. So, oh, by the way, if you're not yet friends with me on Facebook, you'll want to go to, you can just type in the address bar here, just type marionfb.com, hit return. It's going to take you to my page, and it would say here, it would say add friend, and then it would say message. When you're adding friends, you always want to message first and then click on add friend. Facebook likes that much better. And then the other thing is, and so anyway, I won't get into what to put in the message here. I've got that on another video that I'll try to include here. But another thing that Facebook is now asking many times when you receive a friend request, there's a little sentence underneath it after you under the person's picture after you clicked on add friend, and it says, do you know this person outside of Facebook? Yes or no. If you're building a business using Facebook, you want to say yes, you know them outside of Facebook, because otherwise they get slapped by that person will get slapped by Facebook. Okay, so let's go back here. All right, so let's go to the next. Okay, how many friends do you need? Well, as it turns out, you want a minimum of 500 friends. So if you have like 200 friends or 30 friends, you really want to pay attention to this. Now, how many friends should you add a day? Well, that's a really good question, because who knows what Facebook is, Facebook's constantly changing their rules. So I would say that you could most likely get away with adding 10 friends a day. And again, if you message them first and then click on add friend, you're going to have you're going to have more success with doing it and not getting slapped by Facebook. And because when Facebook slaps you, you could actually be in what I call Facebook jail for 30 days. And I had that for a while, where I actually added 4 people that were in my business, in a different team, and I did not send them a message. And I thought for sure that they would see that I was also in the same business, and they would just accept me. Well, at least one of them didn't, because they must have said that they didn't know me, or they didn't know me outside of Facebook. Anyway, so I was, so I could not send a friend request or send messages to people I was not friends with for 30 days. So start with, 10 a day, and then make sure you send a message first, and then click on add friend. Okay, so now the magic really starts to happen when you have 2,000 plus friends. When you have 500 friends, it gives you credibility. It starts really giving you credibility. When you have 2,000 plus friends, you start getting a lot more activity on your page if you're posting every day like you should be. In fact, you should be posting 3 times a day on Facebook. Now, this isn't something that, what I've noticed is, by not being consistent while doing that, I know I'm not making as much as I could in my business. So I'm working on being more consistent. There are actually tools out there that you can actually plan your posts in advance, so you can look into that if you want. I'm not going to cover that here on this training. So, okay, so let's go over to, let's go over to, I want to show you one thing called, let's go back here, sorry about that, called promoted posts. Now, this is something you can do within Facebook that will give you a much larger reach than the number of friends you have. And you can do this from both your profile and your business page, I believe. So let's go back here. Now, if you can see right here, this is that post I was showing you that was content, and it says promote. So, you can like it, you can comment on it, you can promote it, or you can share it. So I'm going to click on promote, and you can see it says promote an important post, price $7. So you can walk through that, and it, if you haven't done anything on Facebook, or paid for anything on Facebook, like you haven't done any ads or promoted posts or sponsored stories, you'll see that you're going to need to have a PayPal account. And if you don't have a PayPal account, and you're building a home business, you should definitely have your own PayPal account, and you can link it to your credit card or your debit card. Okay, so for instance, like this post actually, this one I got from LinkedIn, I actually did a promoted post, and it says sponsored, which I'm not sure why it doesn't say promoted, but that's just the way it is. Okay, so that was something very special that most people didn't get, so I wanted more people to know that. And somewhere it actually will show you how many people that it actually got promoted to. But let's so moving on. Okay, so how should you go about building your friends list? Well, what you want to do is, there's really 2 ways to do this. One is joining Facebook groups, and the second way is searching for people on Facebook and then sending them a message and then adding them as a friend. So I just told you the 2 best ways. Anyway, so Facebook groups. You want to join 2 to 3 groups in your niche. Niche is also your target market, or also known as your avatar. And the reason you want to just join 2 to 3 groups is because if you join, 100 groups, you can't stay on top of them all. And the whole idea is that you go into a group and then you start commenting on people's posts. Now, I'm going to say that again. But before I say that again, the other thing is you can also create your own group and invite people to join. I would not do this until you have, probably 2,000 friends, unless you can't find anything in your niche. If it's that specialized, if you can't find a group to join, or the one that's out there is just full of, people spamming their opportunities, then I would. Now, okay, I said this a moment ago, but I really want you to pay attention to this. Do I have your attention? Are you sure? Okay, so the most important thing, this is one of the most important things you can do to build your friends list on Facebook, and that is by commenting on people's posts in the group while adding value. Okay, so let's just go, let me show you here now. Just quickly here, these Facebook groups I have here on the left, these are all on my favorites. If you don't know what that is, just go to any of your Facebook groups And there's a little pencil to the left. You click on edit, and yours would say add to favorites if it isn't added already. You can rearrange or edit the settings. You can even leave the group all from over here. If we scroll down more, you're going to see, ads, pages, and here are groups. So let's just go into this one that says the Women of Facebook, that I'm already a member. And actually earlier, a little while ago, I commented on Anastasia's post about, good morning, who's coming over this morning as I'm baking French toast for breakfast. So I said, I would love to come over for French toast as it's one of my favorites. Any chance you have some gluten-free bread? Because I can't eat, I have to eat gluten-free. And she says, I use that in my recipe here, which is really cool. Okay, so now this is kind of, you might think this is silly, but it really isn't silly because you're engaging with people. That's why she posted this, was to get other people to engage. So, but you can also see that you want to add, if people ask questions or don't know where to find something, or they're trying to understand something, if you know the answer, you want to post. And the reason that you want to add your responses, or you want to comment on other people's posts, is it gives you a lot of visibility. And when I started out with Facebook groups, let's see, I think it was 2 years ago, I got 100 Facebook friends within 5 days. Now that's not me friending them. That was 100 people friended me within 5 days by using this method of commenting on other people's posts. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's see what's the next. Okay, so the other thing is, well, actually, let me show you here. So what you want to do is you just want to search for, you want to use your keywords here in the search bar here. So for instance, let's say I want to type self-employed. Okay, so now I see some responses here, but I'm going to go self-employed, and then I'm going to click on this little magnification icon, and then you're going to get all the results. And then what I can do is I can go over here to the left navigation, I click on groups, and you can see all the groups here that are under self-employed. You can even see, click on more results. Now, as you can see, the first one, the one at the top, usually has the most members. Okay, now I'm not a member of any of these, and if I wanted to be, or actually I think I just joined this one earlier today, but if I want to join another one, I just click on join group, and then I wait for somebody to accept my my request to join. So, and you can also type in, for instance, entrepreneur, if I can spell today, it's one of the harder words to spell, but you get the idea. And again, then you click on the icon, and here you go. Look at this. This has 17,611 members. So that would be a really good group to join, because just think of all the, let me see if I can join a group. Yeah, so just think of all the people who are going to see your post. Now, what's important, though, the most important thing is make sure that it isn't just full of spam, which this one kind of looks like. Multiple streams of income, and then this was breaking news, pre-launch alert, be a part of something special. So the bottom line is that, this is nothing that's, this group doesn't have a way, everybody's spamming. It's not about adding value, engaging people. So that's what I'm saying. Be really careful when you're choosing a group. Okay, so anyway, you get the idea of that. Now, okay, so, all right, so the other thing you can do, so we just went over Facebook groups, right? So the other thing you can do is search for people in your niche. Remember, niche is also your target market or your avatar. Now you can, so let's say I want to go here and I want to type in nutritional products. Let's see what's going to happen here. My target market happens to be network marketers who are into, are into nutritional products, who are between the age of 40 to 60, they're married, they make at least $100,000 a year, they have, at least one child that's either, moved out already or still in the home. So that's what your target market is. So again, I typed in nutritional products, and now what I can do, I'm looking for people. Now obviously you can use that for groups too. So what you want to do here is you want to go through here and you want to look for people. Now, one of the first things I look for is I look for people that are smiling. If the person doesn't have a picture of their face, I just go by it, because if they don't want to show their face, then they're not serious about their business. So one thing you can look at, you saw up here, like I have 7 mutual friends, but it's not telling me how many friends they have. So let's just click on Bernie here and let's see how many friends he has. So he has 1,111 friends, and that's pretty good. Okay, he lives in California, so you can see that he lives in California. I was there a couple times in the last few months for a conference, and I actually see people here. I know Rita here lives locally. I know Onyx Cole, and Jimmy Mack, they're really big in one of the nutritional product companies. So, I could message Bernie, and it would, it could be a very interesting conversation. Now, what you really, let's see, I was just showing you that. I was showing you how to search, how to type keywords in the box on Facebook and click on the magnifying glass. Now, there's also a new thing called graph search, where you can, let me see, I think I had something here on. So basically, what graph search is, you can actually type, for instance, people who love cycling in Seattle. Now, it doesn't just work here when you type in the bar here. There's an app for it, and it's not available to everybody yet. So I would stay tuned for that. And then you can, let me just click like there, and then you can, once you can get a hold of it, you can certainly, you can search much more narrowly, which is the whole point. You don't want to have to go through, thousands of people. If you can, let's say your company is doing an event in the next, 2 weeks, next month, next 3-4 months in a certain location, you could be searching for people in that area, which is very powerful as well. And there's another way to do it too, but that would be, you could again do, for instance, nutritional products, people in nutritional products who live in, Austin, Texas. Okay, so now what I recommend is, if you can find people that have over 3,000 Facebook friends, I would definitely, go for that. But you definitely want people that have over 500 friends. Before that, they just don't really get what's going on. And remember, if you have 500 Facebook friends, it gives you credibility. Okay, so you want leaders on your team. You do not want those who are broke. If you look for people that are struggling to make money and they don't have a job and they're unemployed, or they got fired, or they can't find what they're looking for, whatever, you're just going to have a team full of broke people. Now, I certainly understand you wanting to help people, because I do too, and that's what this business is all about. But you can build your business faster if you're not, if you're looking for people that actually have money. Now, I'm not saying to discount people that don't have money, but you can understand that if they don't have money, then it's pretty tough for them to even buy your, if you're network marketing, to buy your your basic business package, or they won't have money for their auto ship 2-3 months out, and then all the time you spend on getting them trained, or the company spends on getting them trained, it's just a waste. And I would say that's about 98% of the people that are broke. That's what's going to happen. But you could find that one gem that will, really, end up being, a big leader in your company. Okay. So anyway, once you find people, you want to message them, like we've been talking about. You message them, and then you add them as a friend. Or you can just message them, because they might have, if they have over 5,000 friends, you won't be able to add them as a friend, but you can certainly message them. And that's good. The more friends they have, the better it is. Okay, so if their number is posted, you want to call them. And this isn't like cold calling at all. So let's just go back over here. So basically, you can find people's phone numbers if you click on About. It will, if their phone number is available, it will be under contact info here on the right. So I just went to, I'm on this somebody's page, on Bernie's page here, and I clicked on About, and I went on Contact Info. Now, if somebody has their bio and a lot of information, then the contact part's going to be way at the bottom, and you just need to scroll down. So one of my friends who actually started and runs businessforhome.org, this website, his name is Ted Naughton. He has a huge list. I mean, you can even see, 1,237 people tweeted this particular post. Now, he told me that in the last 4 years, I was the only person that called him. And so you can see that that made a big impression on him. I saw him again just a few weeks ago. He's now in my business. First he brought me into his business, and now I brought him into the business I'm doing, and we're in two businesses together. So, so pick up that phone and call. Just make sure you ask if it's a good time for the person, and just be really respectful and know what you want to ask. Okay, so basically that's it. So again, what's important is having 500. You want to have a minimum of 500 Facebook friends. You want to add, I would recommend 10 people a day. And you want to get as many people to friend you as possible, which is the whole purpose of, commenting on Facebook, on posts and groups. And then you want to message people. And it's very powerful. And if they don't respond to you within, I would give them a week, especially if they have a big list. If they haven't responded to you within a week, send another message just saying, hey, so-and-so, I was wondering if you got my message from last week about blah, blah, blah. So I found for some reason lately when I send messages, some of them, like a bigger percentage, are not going through, whether I'm on my laptop or my phone. When I'm on my phone sending messages, fewer of them go through. I don't know why, but that's just what it is. Okay, so again, I'm Marion Mehrer, the Renegade Lifestyle Marketer and Coach. If you would like to get on my email list, please, all you have to do is send a blank email to marionlist@aweber.com. If you want to check out my, I've got two blogs. One of them is marionmehrer.com. If you want to friend me on Facebook, type in the address bar marionfb.com and then send me a message and then add me as a friend. Here's my Google Voice number. Please don't call me with your, asking me to join your business. I'm actually in a couple businesses right now, and things are going really well, and I don't want to add anything because otherwise I would lose focus. So anyway, so again, if you want to get more free how-to videos and stuff, you just send a blank email. You don't even have to put a subject line or anything in the body of the message, and type marionlist@aweber.com. So, and if you're looking for a way to make money online, the thing that I found that works the best is, this one business here where, I struggled for 4 years, and then I found this business. And now I'm having $4,000 days. I've made over $30,000 since August. And as I showed you that post, I made $2,500 while I was moving out of my house and away from my computer. So so you, if you're interested, go to internetcashflowsolution.com and you'll find out more. If you want to get on this other list, then you just type in email marion@aweber.com. So again, I'm Marion Mehrer, your Renegade Lifestyle Marketer and Coach, and I look forward to having you friend me on Facebook. And if you like this video, if you got anything out of it, please comment below and let me know how it helped you. And if there's anything that you would like me to do a video on for you, also comment on that as well. Thank you for your time in watching this. I really appreciate it. Have a great day.